Well, today's video is a bit different than normal. I'm going to do a review on a Einhell chainsaw that I've had for the last 12 months. I've had it rolling around the back of the van, the back of the truck, and it's a 130 quid jobby off Amazon. Cheap, cheerful, not supposed to be the best in the world or anything. I bought it as an emergency tool. If I'm up and down in Scotland and I'm on a country road and a tree's fallen over, I can chop it down and I can move it off and I can carry on my journey. Or if I'm having a fire, bit of a campfire, I can chop up small bits of wood and make a fire. As it is, we're on private land, and a couple of the jobs that we're going to do while we're here are chopping trees down. So I thought I'd give it a blast, give it a whirl, see what it were like. Now, like I said, it's 130 quid job. It's 18 volt battery. It comes with the machine itself, one battery and the charger. So for 130 quid I wasn't expecting great things, to be honest, because an equivalent Makita one is like 400 quid with the battery and the charger and whatever. But some of the trees that we've cut down the last couple of days have been staggering, and I don't even know how it's managed it. It just keeps coming back. So without further ado, I'll show you some pictures of what we've had done, what we've cut down, and then I'll get straight into it. Right, so this is the Einhell GELC 18Li chainsaw. I think it's got a 9-inch blade on it. Sorry, 9-inch chain on it, before anybody corrects me. And it's powered by a 3 amp hour 18 volt lithium ion battery. Like I said, it was at the time it was 130 quid. I looked on Amazon the other day and it was £104, and it came with a battery, a charger, the chain, the guard, everything but the chainsaw oil, which is only a few quid. Now, you've got the chainsaw oil window there. This is where you put the chainsaw oil in. It's got a brake on it, which you can push to turn off and then pull it in. Like I say, it's not a bad little thing really, but I can't believe what it'll cut through. I mean, you can see the thickness of this. That's about 18 inch, so that blade's only half of that there, and that's normal size for all of these that we've been chopping down. That tree was overhanging into the garden over the fence, and this one, there was at least 30 feet going that way and 30 feet coming towards me, which was all on the floor. Now, I don't think you'll be able to see, but we'll have a look where it had snapped. I'll just zoom in. You see it there. Unbelievable. I mean, that thing's, bloody hell, that's at least that's 3 feet thick, that trunk, 3 feet. And you can see at the bottom it's like 5 feet, and then it goes off. So the pure weight of it, wind and everything else, have made it unsafe. So half of it had snapped, but it was, like I say, it filled this garden massively. So this, everything that you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, is only 2 pieces that we've cut up into 10. So each length needed chopping down, and even now I might struggle to get them in the wheelbarrow, because look at the size of them, they're absolute monsters. But this little beauty, piece of cake, absolute piece of cake. One bad thing I can say about it, the batteries when they're flat take about an hour to charge, and it pisses you off waiting. I was fortunate enough, I did have an Einhell grinder, again just cheap, I don't use it that often, tool. So I do have a spare battery and a spare charger, so I could charge one up while the other one was being charged. So I had two on the go at the time. But even so, cutting through this stuff, the battery lasted maybe 15-20 minutes. I've had no kickbacks, I've had no traps, it hasn't tried to kill me in any way, shape or form. It just turns itself off if it's had enough, and then it'll just come straight back on again. It's still on the original chain when I bought it. All I've done is just oil it, and I've used it maybe half a dozen times since I've owned it, but this is the first one in anger as such. The rest of it has just been firewood and bits and pieces. Right, so what I'm going to do, this piece here, it's already cut into a length, but I'm going to quickly give it a quick start up now, just so you can see what it looks like, what it sounds like. I'm just going to put my earmuffs on, and music ones, put my glasses on. My glasses are Poundland Specials, but they're better than nothing, at least I can see what I'm doing. So see how it goes. It took about 3 minutes to cut it. The battery was a full battery when I started. It's now got 2 lives. Okay, now like I said to you, the battery itself is only a 3 amp hour. So it lasted maybe, when it's cutting through stuff like this, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum, because it's really, you can see it's 10-inch thick, that 12-inch thick, that. But he was cutting the little branches down and other bits and pieces. He'll quite happily run for an hour, no problem. Just chop them down, get them all cut up. Anybody using a van, I'm telling you now, you need some kind of chainsaw, anything. Not for stuff like this. This is probably overkill for this machine, but I'm just so impressed by it. For 130 quid, I just thought I'd do a quick review. But if you are stuck in the middle of nowhere and one of these bad boys falls down on you and you're trying to get past on the road, that, I can honestly say, is worth every single penny.